The idea for A Passionate Woman came from really my mum telling me something that had happened to her. I was probably in my, I don't know, late 20s, early 30s when she told me that she'd had an affair with a man that lived in the same house as her. It was like a house conversion that she lived in with my dad. Sort of a big old grand house converted into about 5 flats. And she had an affair with the Polish man that lived below her, called Craze. And when my mum told me this, I mean, you'd have to know my mum to realise it was such an extraordinary thing for her to say, because she just wasn't, well, she wasn't a man's woman type of thing. She was very much a kind of, you know, she wasn't a kind of woman that had affairs. You know, she didn't even have her hair done or have her nails or anything like that. So it was an extraordinary thing when she told me, and she was very moved by it, and I'd never seen my mother cry either. So when I saw my mother crying, I realised it was a big deal.
I remember his precise words. He said, "Did you hear about the pole that lived on the bottom floor?" Well, my heart nearly stopped.
I am playing Craze in The Passionate Woman. He is a Polish man who's been in kind of Leeds for about 10 years. You know, I spoke to Kay about the character beforehand. And he's had an affair with Betty. And he's coming back as a ghost. So he's kind of coming back from the dead and kind of speaking to Betty, because she's kind of had this thought in her head that she wants to see him, and she feels that it's time to kind of have chats with him. So it comes to get to that point where, you know, she's up in the loft and she starts dancing, and in he comes, kind of whisper off her feet kind of thing.
Ma'am? Ma'am! Donald? She's there. Ma'am!
Yes?
Oh, God!
I'm playing Mark in A Passionate Woman. Mark is on his wedding day, and he basically can't find his mother. Comes upstairs to find his mother having, shall we say, an episode, and it's basically Mark just frantically trying to pull his perfect day back to some kind of normality, but to little avail. And that's kind of, there's lots of tears and laughter along the way.
Do you think our Mark would like this? Do you think he'd like that? She's doting on you, and that's different.
It's because she's got nobody else to dote on. That's why.
What about me? I'm a
not sure you are with her.
It's great to be back in Hull, and it's great to be in the new building of Hull Truck Theatre. I mean, the last time I worked was in the old Spring Street Theatre, so this is a completely different experience. I can't wait to get on the stage. I'm sure, I know it's the same shape and everything, but I'm looking forward to it. It'll be totally different.
Did you ever ruffle my hair and tell me, "Well done, son"? No, never. Not once.
Because you got all that from your mother. She spoilt you rotten.
Well, it's extraordinary, really, playing the part of Betty for me, because obviously I've watched, you know, the glorious Anne Reid play the part. I've seen Stephanie Cole, Gwen Taylor, you know, some wonderful high-caliber actresses have played that part. But they've always come to me all the time saying, "Is this right? Am I doing it right?" You know, and I didn't have I don't know, I never really envisaged myself playing the part. I think because I was always younger. I was always like in my, you know, 30s, 40s. And now I'm thinking, God, I better play this part while I still can, you know, because I'm in my 50s now.
I'd asked him a few times to take me, because it's not easy to get to on the bus, and they've got bumper bags of cat litter on offer. But I'd have to catch the number 1, and it goes right round the ring road.
Well, Gareth came to me along with a lot of other people and sort of said, "Would you put it? Could we do your play? Could we do your play?" And Gareth wooed me really, and said, "You know, I'd love you to do it. I'd love to do it." And he was very happy with. I'd seen a lot of things that Gareth had directed and really loved his work, so it was a no-brainer really for me. And also it was a chance to come here to Hull Truck and do something. I've never worked here, and you know. John Gobb is, you know, one of my contemporaries, and I've got immense admiration for him. So it was a lovely thing to be able to. I feel like I've come full circle, and it's just gorgeous playing a part. I really, really love it. Really hard to learn the lines though. It's 12 years since I've been on a stage. Frightening.